of yesteryear. Now we're speaking about a really great rabbi today. His name is Rabbi Yedidya Shlomo Rafael Nortzi. Zecher Tzadik Libracha, great rabbi of his time. He was born actually in English year 1560 and passed away in the year 1626. He was about 66 years of age at the time he passed away. One of the famous great rabbis from Montauban in Italy, respectively. He was a great rabbi. He was a parshan. He was brilliant in various different aspects within regards to grammar, especially in the Hebrew language, and linguistic also. So let's explore a few of the highlights of the rabbi's life. Now, we're not too sure on the exact date when he passed away over here, so we're not necessarily recording this at the time of his Yedidya, but I believe he would be ordained to the rabbinate in the year 1585. This was. And then, respectively, we'll make a mark during the start of the 17th century. He was, let's just say, selected to become one of the rabbis of Mantua, which was a very, very prominent position, and a position he would hold until he passed away. This was around the beginning of the 17th century, respectively. So remember, he passed away around the year 1626. Now, he was born, came from great rabbinic auspices. I believe his father's name was Rabbi Nortzi, and from the family of the Amida, very, very famous family in of itself. I think, they were a very wealthy family, I believe, also. Now, Rabbi Yedidya Shlomo devoted, let's just say, his life within regards to commentary on the Torah, respectively, over there, exploring it, the Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim, and discovering and really looking very into it in a way. He would write a lot of different writings with a huge amount of effort, and would take as great care as possible in regards to it, thoroughly preserving the original text of language. And he saw great value, just to say, in a thorough study within regards to, obviously, a religion sphere in of itself. He would, very interesting, he would look at the various different biblical Talmudic texts also all throughout while he was actually looking. He would try to mention all of these sources in of itself to make it the foundation as clear as possible and to go as deep in possible within regards to it, to get understanding from a Jewish point of view within regards to the Tanakh. And we said he was a grammarian from the beginning, and he would have great Torah books. I think he would write his books. He would look at all the, let's say, as we said before, the biblical Talmudic, the various different midrashim, and would seek clarification, in-depth study, obviously to interpret it in the best way possible through the biblical language. He would write great Torah books and Torah works, presenting the textual information according, obviously, to the Masorah. Within regards, he would also select various different manuscripts and various different printings in order to, let's say, form this Torah book in of itself. I think the famous book is actually called the Minchat Shai. Very, very, I think we've actually mentioned it on various occasions before. That was the name of the book. It was a famous book of its time, and I recommend everyone to look into it. I think it was printed possibly, so let's just explore a little bit within regards to the book itself, the Minchat Shai. We said it deals within regards to the clarification of spelling, punctuation, and meanings determined from the different words. I think the work itself was an acronym of the author's name, respectively, over there. And I think the work was first printed in Mantua in the mid-18th century, so way after he passed away, about a century approximately after he passed away, and would be reprinted in various different places, some of them with a different version, alongside editions of the 5 Pentateuch, or 5 scrolls, or you could say Chamisha Torah. The work is considered, even in modern day, a source of authority in matters of texts, reflecting important rulings on methods of writing and reading the Torah itself. Talmidim will actually respect its decisions, and really much this did come back from many years ago in of itself. And okay, let's just explore a bit more within regards to the author, within regards to that we're speaking about. In order to make this book, the Minchat Shai, he would collect various manuscripts especially to find the writings and teachings of various different great rabbis, including Rabbi Meir ben Todros Abu Lafia, very, very famous rabbi. I believe we've spoken about him on various occasions before. He himself will write commentaries on the subject, completed writings in a book, I think the Godeh Peretz, I think later in the Minchat Shai, respectively. I think, so it's divided up, this book of the Minchat Shai, into 2 volumes. The first one would deal with the 5 books of Moses and the 5 Megillot, and the second will deal with, let's just say, the Ketuvim and the Nevi'im, respectively, the other parts of the Tanakh, respectively. So we know that it was, I believe, published first in 1741 by Rafael Chaim Basil of Mantua. The book was. So that was a famous book. We don't know much more within regards to the author himself. We know he was a very, very famous rabbi of his time, and I think he was close to another great rabbi. His name was Rav Moshe Kazis, who happened to live, I think, between the years 1550 to 1617. He lived about 67 years. Once again, a great rabbi from Italy. That was his rabbi, I believe. That was Nortzi's rabbi, was Rabbi Moshe Kazis, very, very great rabbi of his time, and an author of various different books, especially Masechet Shabbat, Talmud Bavli, various writing, various different Chidushim, also on Masechet Shana, Sukkah, Bava Kama, Shavuot, and Chulin. His rabbi was really dealing in the different Masechtot all throughout the Gemara, respectively. So I'll recommend everyone to look within regards to that period, especially the Italian period during those years was a golden age of Torah study. And this Minchat Shai book was a very famous book, even very much used to nowadays. So Rabbi Yedidya, Shlomo, Rafa'el, Nortzi we're speaking about today. Please, friends, subscribe to the channel. We're a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. And if you descend from any of the great chachamim we are speaking about, please let me know. Send me an email. I would love to hear more. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and share the videos with other people. So thank you very much. Have a great day.